my life.
Oh, that's real.
Hey, y'all. I'm going to need our guests to quiet down so I can do our intro. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Andrea.
And we are Relatively Unstable. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, share, YouTube, IG, Facebook, all the streaming platforms. Quit playing us. Like, tell your friends, tell their friends, and we can all be friends. Or not, but still like us. We don't give it. So,
Right.
Get our numbers up. Let's go. Let's do this. And tonight, speaking of friends, we have some friends with us. We have Jimmy and Cool Marc.
What up, though?
What up?
To weigh in on something that we started talking about last week, which, Andrea, what was it? What we started talking about was matching up.
Yeah, and I don't even know how we got to that, but we ended up there. We tabled it, and Jimmy is a friend of mine who makes bad choices as far as where he attends high school, where he attended high school.
Did Jimmy go to Riverside?
I attended both schools. I mean, there's only 3 schools in Detroit.
But you only claim the wrong one. So, I mean.
That is correct.
Where'd you go to school, Jimmy?
East Lafayette. 3200 East Lafayette.
Everybody on here is wrong.
So
I don't even have to say the name of the school. You know the address.
So we are friends.
That lady who set her face on fire.
Oh, that was
check. We take that L. Our chemistry programs wasn't really hitting on shit. I gotta tell you, she didn't know about fumes and what happens when you put match to gasoline. She didn't get that. She didn't get that.
She knew to go get that in though.
Yeah, and I didn't know that was Michigan when I first saw that happen. And then the fact that it was also my alma mater, I do feel a way about that. But my man shouldn't have been fucking up. That's the real. Let's get to the crux of the matter. Is he?
We can end that. We can end this episode right here.
Right now, it's done. Thanks everybody for showing up.
Here. The people have spoken.
I'm pro blowing a nigga car up. If anybody asks, I'm for it.
That's because his lady is sitting right next to him.
Correct. Right.
I don't make them kind of mistakes no more. I'm too old for that shit. Those in my younger days.
So what we were talking about was how people become interested in people that may not necessarily be for them or interested in them. So for example, and we are generalizing here just to paint a picture, but let's say the really nice, wholesome church girl who likes the party boys, but can't really hang with the party boys and expects the party boys to change. But can't stop liking them and then feels bad because she's always rejected because she can't keep up. No. And we love you, church girls, but So basically what we're talking about is staying in our lane.
Okay.
When we're shooting our shot.
And that's I had no idea that was the topic.
I told you it was about matching up.
In my Facebook memories, that was one of my memories where you notice that people have woman crush Wednesday or man crush Monday, and it'll be like somebody and you'll be like, come on, bro, that's not your lane. Lower your expectations. You know what I'm saying? Be realistic in your choices. Be more based in reality. But yeah, I mean,
And here's my question: How do we hype our girls up and make sure their confidence stays intact when they keep going for the wrong dude?
Because at some point, you just got to be like, homegirl, listen, this ain't it.
Well,
for you.
I don't know. I got a lot of homegirls, but I don't really give relationship advice. But I do have 4 daughters, right? So,
oh my God, this is our second 4-daughter man.
My daughters, I tell them, these niggas is for the streets. They for everybody. Till you get to be about 35, maybe 37.
Maybe 40 something.
Maybe 43, 45. These niggas is for the streets. So you just, you know, you might like one, he's got a flair for art and you like art. One might have he might be a party guy and you like to party with him, whatever it is. Just get you a team. I'm for the happy days era of dating, where it's like Joni or Richie had to just go out on Saturday with whoever they wanted to go out with. It wasn't like this my boo and we together forever in the 9th grade and all that. That shit is whack.
I'll have to hand the show over to Jimmy to lead this conversation because you are preaching wisdom today already. I am a firm believer that your 20s are for you.
Yeah, you get your thing off, man. You don't even know what you like when you get ready to settle down. You like.
So, okay, but here's a question though, because this is what, and I'll speak personally since I'm the only single one. I'm the only goddamn single one.
Girl.
Oh, you poor, miserable fucking soul.
She can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, and not compromise.
Keep all your money to yourself and everything. Oh, boo.
A single tear. But so like so from Jimmy's perspective and Cool Marc's perspective and even Tiffany's perspective, how does one, because I've seen this on social media, like ironically, like today and yesterday, I think, how does one date anymore? Like literally date multiple people? Because I find that I don't do that very well.
I don't either. I'm a serial monogamous. But
yeah,
you gotta be aloof. Just be aloof.
Well, I would think it would need to be established up front. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not an item, and with this day of social media, y'all just can't be posting.
No, that's not gonna work in today's age.
Locked in like that.
He said, first off, you're not gonna get anywhere talking about we're not an item.
Shit.
That you have to imply that. You don't get to say it.
Man. I mean,
in your
my day, I was straight up like, yo, man. I was like, yo, we hanging out, and you know, I like to go out with you. I like to go out with others too. I mean, now you can feel it, you can deal with it or not, but I won't throw it in your face and never nothing like that. And when I'm out with you, it's just you. And then, you know, if we start building to a point where we can become exclusive, then cool. But if you can't deal with that, I totally respect it. You know what I'm saying? And we still cool. I still say what up to you. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no thing, man. I mean,
you sound super mature with that outtake.
Right.
That's so mature. But
you know what it is?
Let me tell you what niggas really do is they lie. They're gonna lie. They're gonna lie in your face. They're gonna say, listen, they're gonna, what's that shit? Tell them what they want to hear. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear to death. And then when you like, but I thought, they're gonna be like, I don't know why you would have thought that.
Because I didn't say that.
I didn't say
What they do is not say anything at all.
Exactly. That's the game.
Let her assume.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that Cool Marc comes from a time where people were a little more honest.
That nigga sounded wholesome.
And dude,
wholesome.
Okay.
I tell him off the gate.
We don't play games out here.
Don't post my picture nowhere on social media. I'm not for that.
Honestly, the only reason I ever got on social media was because my now wife said she wanted me on social media. You know what I mean?
There it is.
No, actually what happened was my friends was making plans and I ain't know shit about it because they was talking through social media. But when I did get on, me and my wife didn't put, or at the time my girlfriend didn't put like we in a relationship or nothing. We were actually just had two separate accounts. Nothing was, you know, you wouldn't even be able to link. And one day I looked up and it was like, Jacqueline says she's in a relationship with you. I was like,
claim it, goddammit.
I was like,
manifestation.
Okay, well, I guess this is a wrap then. You know what I'm saying? Start posting pictures and shit. You know.
That's gangster.
But I'm gonna tell you, like, really, all this as a dude, it comes from within. So if you confident about your shit and you know that your shit is tight, you can be honest like that. You know what I'm saying? And
I saw a meme that said, "Tell them the truth, and they'll decide."
My shit's never been tight, so I usually lead with a good story. So it sounds. I mean, I don't know what tight. Like, you know, I'm gainfully employed and I do shit like that. But
got your own crib.
I fucked up a lot too, so I don't know what tight really. So I don't want to. I'd like to I like to under promise and over deliver. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a good way to live.
Directly when you said, how do you date? I feel like everybody is on some kind of app. It's basically just look at a picture. She looks good, or she likes cats, or whatever the fuck is the thing. Not that, you know, I'm just saying whatever.
I mean, are you coming for me, Jimmy?
No, I don't know what they do. I'm just saying, a cat lady is cool, or a dog, whatever they into. I don't know, or drinking. I don't know what people smoke weed on their Tinder pages and shit. So if you into blunts, people put Tinder posts. I seen a nigga post a Tinder page from jail. So it's real. It's real.
Tinder pop off. Monster, man. I can't even maneuver.
I think that's the 2020 wave. I think that, or Facebook or something like that. I would. A DM, I mean, sliding in the DM is a whole language now.
We don't think the population would be what it is if there was Facebook when we were all single and dating, and because I think it would have just ruined so many chances.
I mean, I'm assuming we all around the same age, right? So in our youth, we had a thing called the freak fucking Nick.
Right?
If they had that shit on video, how could we be respectable citizens today? Like, I pay taxes and shit now. I can't have that shit on my live from 20 years ago that I was that freak Nick.
Oh my God.
So I came up I couldn't even imagine being a kid and your high school, everything you do is seen to, like, cause now it's like, it don't even matter what school you go to, cause the different schools, you know, online with each other.
Right. So look, I've had a circumstance where I've had a friend who was on an app, on a dating app, and she is just, God bless her. She's a very meek person, and she was shooting her shot on this dating app at a dude who I didn't know personally, but I knew peripherally. I knew who he had. I knew a couple of the people who he had dated, and I was like, "How am I gonna tell this girl this ain't gonna work?" And he was a nice guy, but I just know her confidence was so remedial that I knew it wouldn't work.
Your confidence, like the school outside of school in the trailer level of confidence.
And what happened? She went on this date. She brought somebody with her in the 2000s as a 30-something-year-old woman in the middle of the day at a public place. She brought somebody with her and was awkward as shit. And I was like, and he never called again. And I was like, I already knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know your friend.
It ain't me.
I was thinking it.
You gotta ask somebody.
The only reason he didn't call her because she wasn't what he was looking for. Because he wouldn't have cared about her bringing a friend, her being quiet, none of that shit. If she was strapped or whatever he was looking for, if she was funny or
right,
you know, had whatever money, I don't know what it is, but whatever he was looking for, if he would have
wasn't there,
he would have hit her back.
Exactly, because the thing is, sometimes those odd couples work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it that makes that person, like if we're talking about staying in your lane or swerving outside of your lane, what is it that gets that person who wouldn't typically, like, you're not my typical person, gets them in the door and keeps them in the door?
You gotta be nasty. Full of smut and filth, farm filth. if you can do that, you think home shit. Get you a PS5. Know when the Jordans come out. I don't know what
you gotta log off, Jimmy. You gotta log off.
Serious?
You gotta log off right now. You gotta go.
As to you, and now I'm taking it back.
Okay, I'm sorry. I told you I'll be fucking up.
But for real, like when you see somebody, like when you see your homeboy and you're like, man, how'd he get her? Or how'd she get him? How'd they get over?
Well, I don't know. I'm not really, I think if the person I would be with, people would understand why I'm with them. Mm-hmm. It don't necessarily have to be like looks or whatever. It could just be like, oh, she's smart, or oh, she's funny, or oh, she's pretty, whatever it is. I just feel like, and then who you answering to? If the motherfucker like you, they like you. It don't really, the why is, you worried about the why, you won't get chose, shit, I guess. But if you shooting outside your lane, you gotta have something in common. It's gotta be something there to where you can draw from and say, let's kick it on something.
Well, I would say like this, man. You have to gain some type of self-confidence from somewhere. My big cousin told me, and this is what got me over. He was like, man, you can say anything to any chick you want to. And if she ain't feeling you, that's on her. She got a bad day. Something's wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, she got ex-boyfriend at home that's stalking her. It was like, it ain't your fault. You know what I'm saying? And you ran down the numbers. It's like, your shit good. You in your own spot. You got a cool ass gig. You know what I'm saying? So, your shit straight. It's on them. I mean, I took
the fucking cousin that boosts you like that.
I done spit at shit way out of my league. And you know what I'm saying? But because I was so confident with it, I got the number. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely done made some come-ups in my lifetime. Hey, actually, man, motherfuckers tell me how did I get my wife? When I thought I was to come up for her, like, no, man, you came up. I was like, oh, yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Don't have your wife getting our podcast cut off.
She's downstairs in her lab, man. So I'm good. Her shit's soundproof, man. But no, man. I mean that's it, man. And so you gotta have self-confidence, and then when you get rejected, it's their fault. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but you know what? One thing I will say, it's a difference because like us, men, we are used to shooting outside our lane, getting rejected, on to the next one, no big deal, most of the time. Like that's a common thing. But I guess women, you kind of already are kind of stepping out of a traditional role to shoot your shot. And then for you to step out of that role, shoot your shot, and then be shot down, it can be a little bit of a mindfuck for, I would imagine.
No, you're right. I mean,
but
that's how we moving. I would recommend you have to move, not necessarily like a dude, but you have to take it like a dude. Where like, okay, that one wasn't for me. On to the next one. It can't be you got to be like Cuz told Marc. Like it's on them if they didn't take the bait or whatever.
You got to run your own resume down.
Yeah.
Hey, I done went 0 for 10 before in the spot. And nigga, I kept shooting though. You know what I'm saying?
Every shot you don't take.
I was hitting bricks all night. I've had bad nights before, man.
Every shot you don't take.
Just keep doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes you might only go 3 for 12. But you got 3. You know
3 for 12 is Hall of Fame numbers in baseball, though.
Oh my God. I'm like 3 for 12 ain't so bad.
Right. I mean,
you in the Hall of Fame in baseball.
Yeah, man. So I mean, and so when you come out, because traditionally guys do the shooting, but now if you're a female, we in 2020 now, so you're gonna have to take some of those guy characteristics. If you're doing the shooting, you're gonna have to take some of those guy characteristics and apply them to your ego.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the male ego is fucked up. Our shit's so fragile that if you want to
another podcast
ego, y'all probably can get anything y'all want. You know what I'm saying? So, you women also have an ego though that you gotta, be able to filter and work slowly, make it stronger, man. But man, we all take L's in life, man. It's about if you can get up and keep doing it, man. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask a question, and this is a friend. This is not me.
Okay.
Jimmy. Friend. So I have a friend that is shooting her shot with someone, and she's told him, like, I'm really not really trying to have like a relationship. I'm just trying to have fun, but like, I want to have fun. I want to hang out. I want to do things. As much as you can do in COVID land. Mm. And he's just like super like whatever, like he'll come over, but it'll be like real, like blah, like it won't be as fun and exciting as she's like telling him and like hyping him up and like wanting him to be. So like, is that like he just dealing with some shit, or he just don't like her?
Well, I mean, was he ever fun at one point?
He was. They used to go out all the time. Chemistry was on point, all of that shit.
How is his money right? Is his money still right during these times?
Okay, maybe not. I don't know.
But even without that, you could do Netflix, you could do cheap shit and still have fun if this is a person that already said they trying to have fun. Like, it's not a person that you got to win over. It's somebody that already has made the decision.
Right.
So I would say in that situation, Shorty needs to be like more aggressive. If this is like she's the one that changed the game with her not like her request. This is what I would like to happen. So if this is what you would like to happen. This is just like a dude. Like I keep saying, play it like a guy. If I tell you I'm interested in you and Andrea, I'm really interested in you, then I should come with some plans. Here, let's go to the movies. Let's go to whatever COVID celebratory thing we could do. Let's do that. And she need to kind of be the leader in this new, because now she driving the car, she changed the lane. So now she got to keep driving. She can't change the lane and then be like, okay, you get the wheel, I'm gonna roll up.
But I feel like she's changed. You're right. She's changed the lane. She still is in the driver's seat, and I think she's fine with that. She just want him to match her energy, though. Like she just wanted to be like a willing participant or a willing passenger in this car. If we're gonna keep with this analogy.
Okay, well, I'm saying, like when a dude's money ain't right. She could be paying for everything, or she could just want to chill. But mentally, when a dude's money ain't right, he gets kind of fucked up. Cause I've been there, nigga. I've been like eating peanut butter and jelly for weeks. When I in between checks, and I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with nobody really. And they cool, they down, they'll pay for everything or do it. They just want to be around you. But when you ain't feeling good yourself, you kind of just, man, sometimes want to just lay back.
That's also a mature approach. You're a very mature brother, I could tell. Because you negating the fact that it's a gazillion Jodies out in this motherfucker. There's a lot of Jodies, my nigga. And they are comfortable in their station. Okay? Yes. So, you are 100% accurate.
I got it.
Mature approach. But it's some Jodies that's like, you know what? I want to drive her car while she at work. And I'm going to be playing the PS5 that she bought me. It's like it's both of ours, but she keep it at her crib.
But Jodies are being fun still, though. Right? I mean, the Jodies are being fun still. So,
but Jody can still be fun.
I still put the onus on the girl. Like I still feel like it's all because she could This could be a disposable thing. Like, okay, well, it didn't work out. I mean, that's how, but if we're going to be honest, is this a place where we can be honest?
Be honest.
Be honest.
You didn't disclose the name of this friend, right? But let's just ask the question, everybody, that this is what makes it.
Okay.
Is she ugly?
No.
Not like she got
ugly.
Spirit type shit. I'm talking about like physically attractive.
Physically attractive. 100%.
Not just because she's a black woman and all black women are beautiful.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then I don't know.
And not like, I'm not being biased either. Like, she is a pretty woman. Yes.
Can I weigh in? Because I want to go back to something Cool Marc said, and he talked about the fragile male ego, which I think every woman knows that, but all men don't think we know that, but we are quite aware of it. Perhaps, and I think that, it's 2020, but shit don't change. And I know that I've experienced where when a woman is honest and does play that game, often the male will become less interested because he feels like, okay, well, she's just out here doing her thing. She's got somebody else, whatever. I can't take her seriously because she's got more people than just me, whether I have someone else or not. But now I can't take her seriously. So
I feel like that's
plausible that he has lost interest in that way and is just riding it out because it's something to do.
No, I think that's fragmented because the point you just made, it could be that where, he's like ego or whatever, it could be all of those things, but it could just be like, I put it on the woman. I feel like if as a man, if you showing me that you have options and I'm not pushing forward to make myself a better option, because that's just what we should do by nature, right? So if this is the lady I'm saying, damn, I want this girl, but she got Fred and Steve and John, like she got options. Let me present myself as the best of those options. And if I'm not taking that approach, then it must mean I don't really like her like that.
There it
is. Because like you say, they say men are hunters, they go after what they want, shit like that. So so again, I say having the options is in the woman's favor because that's gonna weed out niggas that's not that interested or niggas that don't have the wherewithal to put forth the effort to secure something. You know what I'm saying? So it's still.
This is definitely the father of daughters.
Girl dad, hashtag.
This is another girl dad. We need to have you on with Dave. He has 4 daughters too.
Yeah, I just feel like like I tell him, and I wasn't thinking about him when I was saying that shit, but I guess I'm always subconsciously, but you are the prize. So if somebody trying to get on, they're gonna pursue with that mindset. And if they not, because too, niggas is trash. So you have to filter through.
You said it, we didn't.
You say what?
I said, you said it, we didn't.
I stand on it.
Views and opinions that are expressed by our guests are not necessarily those.
Not necessarily.
Hey, brother's gonna try to do better though. 2020.
Some of them trying to be trash, and I'm not mad at them. They like, hey, it works for me.
So look, I saw this meme, and everybody send Andrea memes because her meme game is weak. And we gotta get her
so weak though. It's so weak. We
gotta get her up. I have been harassing her all week.
Weak. Weak.
And I saw this meme that was of, I hate to even say this name, Kim Kardashian, but it was funny. In her wedding gown, like, and she's got like tears in her eyes, and the caption was, "When flirting goes too far." And I think that happens a lot too. I think you shoot your shot. And
there's a lot of COVID entanglements going on right now. People bored. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
I mean, I think that's pre-COVID. That's decades long.
It's timeless.
But I think when you end up not really going for what it is that you would normally have chemistry with, you end up in the entanglement goes too far.
Mm-hmm.
And then you end up like a certain celebrity couple that don't really necessarily seem to be quite matched, but they're rich, so they just.
I mean, I got an uncle and auntie that hate each other, as far as anybody can tell. My uncle and auntie have been hating each other as long as I've been alive. Like, they talk to each other terribly. But them niggas have been married as long as I've been alive. So it can work, I guess, if that's your lane. But,
I mean, some people like the drama.
Yeah, some people like the drama.
Some people love it.
Yeah, that's not my jam.
I think some people just lame.
Yeah. And I think some people just get comfortable, and they just like, I don't really care to move. I don't really care to do something different. Like,
and it's scary out there.
Yeah.
It is.
So you said keep the one you got at home. The crazy you know is better than the unknown crazy.
That's real. Although I will say that I am so grateful to have begin my new singlehood right before COVID.
You just locked in there in walls and shit.
Man, oh man.
Long quarantine for you.
Man, that I didn't really recognize the blessing that was being given to me, but let me tell you, sister been blessed. Okay, hashtag blessed.
Praise him.
Single during COVID.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? And he did it. He did it
all the time.
Everything always works out for me all the time.
It does, though.
No matter what happens, it's gonna work itself out.
But I mean, and that's because I couldn't even imagine, because we are like, you are in the house with a motherfucker all the time. Yeah. And if that's somebody you don't like.
And so my thing was like, so for the people who like prior to COVID and didn't break up, like, how you gonna still cheat though? Like, is it like, you can't say I'm going to the grocery store. Nigga, that shit ain't open. So where you going?
Niggas is meditating now. Everybody like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit by the water.
Yeah.
I
just need to go to the park and get some air, man.
I'm just gonna go get some air because now you don't really have to have a destination. It's like, I'm not really doing anything. I just want to get out for a minute.
You just blew up. You just blew up all of America.
I just want to get out.
You just blew up everybody. And you met up with people who really just want to go for a walk.
Right. Now everybody gonna be looking at them like,
right. Some of us just want.
Is that really a walk?
Yeah, I don't think you can, Andrea. I mean, I think maybe those are the ones on ventilators now. I don't think you. I don't see how it is even possible.
But if I'm quarantining and you quarantining and occasionally we quarantine together.
Nah, bro.
Boom.
Man.
No, because you bringing her quarantine to my quarantine.
Right.
I don't want that shit.
And if you cheat, there's gotta be other people involved. So I don't know where they've been. You could be living with an essential worker. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Yes.
But I don't think anyone wants to cheat. Those are the people that don't have to worry about anybody cheating with their spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't think that anybody wants to take that chance.
I just heard, I don't know how true this is, some internet lore, but I just heard about a dude having not a wedding, but like a ceremony with his side chick that he took pictures at.
I'm sorry, what?
With a side chick?
Like a, hey, it's just, I'm only gonna be with you on the side type of ceremony.
There's a such thing as that.
Yeah, like I'm committing.
Peace arrangements.
That's what it was. I heard that shit on the read, but they read a letter And that's what the letter was about. And the lady was asking, should she tell? So there's people out here doing wild shit, man. There's wild shit going on in these streets. COVID or not COVID.
Hold on, let me get my pen so we can write this down for the next podcast. Wait, what?
He had a ceremony where he invited people.
I heard you. I don't want you to repeat it again. I just don't understand.
I just thought it did it. Yeah, I thought it might have threw you for a loop.
So
niggas out here wilding.
I guess that's.
I got questions.
I might can help you, maybe not though.
So, okay. So if it's his side piece, then that means he has a main piece. So where was his main piece?
He has a wife. That's
he
what
has
they
a
call
wife.
him. Yes, that's what they call him. Yes.
He's publishing pictures of his side chick ceremony. What do we call this?
He's trusting everybody in attendance to be discreet. and one of the people, this is what.
Wait. Is the wife, just by chance, the person that blew up the car in Harrison Township? That's the shit that happens when you do shit like that. That is what happens. That's how people get hurt.
Most of the time when things like that happen, I'm the person that's like, well, what did he do to deserve it?
He did that. He had a side chick ceremony.
In all my years, I've had several cars and none of them have ever been blown up. So I'm doing something right. It couldn't be that hard.
I'm so good, man. I done lucked up too, man. You know?
I have actually seen outside of my apartment window, watched as a woman slashed all four of a dude's tires.
Holy shit.
What did he do?
What did he do?
I don't know what he did.
But see, here's the thing though. So here's the thing with that. Is like, I've been angry enough for that, but I never want anybody to even think or fathom that I could be that pressed about them. Like, you will never see me act out of character because I don't want you to think that you can make me act like that. So I would never, like, that's just, I'm like, I could be that mad, but never.
Well, see, that girl was a Scorpio. You're a Leo. That's the difference.
Leo also.
Your ego. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Your birthday.
You might as well just keep moving on because I'm not gonna care.
I give a shit. So what's the meme that you posted the other day, Jimmy?
Oh, that's what it's about. It didn't say Leo, but you don't have to lie to me because I don't really care.
Yeah, because I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, so
like, I think it was because I barely give a fuck anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So
but slashing tires is a quiet, like you hone that skill. Like that's something that you don't just jump out the gate with. You know, first it's the pop up banging on the door or the calling 9,000 times. It's escalated to I'm gonna slash, and then when you be like, see, because a rookie would have just slashed maybe a tire or two.
This girl got all four. She put that car on flat.
You bringing out the flatbed. She's putting them all, and she's slashing them in the sidewall so they can't be repaired.
Yeah.
Have you slashed tires, Jimmy? Because you sound really knowledgeable.
Right.
I've seen it done. And I'm that friend. Listen, I'm not gonna do it with you, but I'll ride to watch. I don't want to participate like fully, but I'm like Trey in Boys in the Hood. I want to be in the car until I don't want to be in the car anymore. So
look, we're talking about shooting your shot.
You can see those signs can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you can start seeing what people are capable of.
Mm-hmm.
One time I dated a girl and then she was like, I'll fucking nigga up, da 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 da, and she's only like $110, right? And so you're like, yo, you kind of small, right? And I mean, if you got that attitude, I'm just like, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need my windows and shit bust out. You know what I mean?
She has resources. She might not have the weight, but she has resources.
Little signs that you can see, like, yo, this motherfucker.
And then how do you live in the community after that happens? How do you continue to live on the block when everybody like, that's the nigga who got his car blew up? Like you just that nigga for the next. Even when you an old man cutting your grass, the niggas across the street is gonna be like, I remember in '87 when that chick blew her
Fair
mustache
question. Fair question.
You gotta move. You gotta move.
Fair question. So look, we're supposed to be talking about shooting your shot. Let me ask you all this, since y'all are so confident and y'all will go, what'd you say, Mark? 0 for 10. What's the worst rejection you've ever had?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh.
Man, one time I tried to holler at a chick. She gave me a look, and I was like, you know what? You just have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even get the name out right. I was like, you know what, man? You have a great day. But in my head, I was like, yo, some shit going on with her. She had a bad day at work or some shit. Yo.
It's on her. It's on her.
Let me get my resume out.
I think got some nice this too, man. Like, I mean, they kind of talked to me. I was like, you know, made me feel real good about myself, even though I got dissed. I was like, really nice of you, you know? Hey.
Yeah, that's my story. I've never been like harshly, because for one, I usually play it cool until I'm comfortable. Like I rarely just step out there and take it from the 3. You know, I don't shoot from half court. You know what I'm saying? I like to, you know, dribble, get a little post-up game.
Oh my God.
Game. So I've never really been like harshly, but probably like after meeting me, somebody might have been like, no, this ain't for me. But then in that case, they just ghost, and I prefer a good ghost.
I think ghosting is healthy. I think ghosting is healthy.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
any explanations.
I read that it's abuse and it's meant. I'm like, I think it's healthy.
I have no problem.
And also sometimes like people always think like, oh, I gotta have closure. Oh, I gotta sometimes
me not calling you again is your closure. It's closed.
That's it. That's it.
When Taco Bell closes, you don't get to come in there and say, let me look at the tacos one last time. Bitch, it's closed. It's
closed. Out.
Your call goes to voicemail on the first ring.
I don't know why I said Taco Bell. But whatever.
Quick advice to the fellas, right? You know, if you get dissed or whatever, don't go straight to the fuck you bitch mode or fuck you hoe or nothing like that. You know, play it cool, because there's been times where I might have got dissed, but then next month when they saw me in the spot, they remembered that I was cool. And next thing I knew, like, she had shit going on last month. But now she remembered me and was like, yo, you know, hey, here's my stuff again, man. You was real cool, da-da-da. So you never know, fellas. It could come back around, man. So don't be quick to shoot them with the bitch mode or call them a hoe.
I agree 100%. I would also like to give the ladies advice. If you are around a nigga that would consider saying, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, you don't want to give him your phone number, you're in the wrong fucking places. You're going, you need to reevaluate where you hanging out at.
100%. And to Mark's point,
station,
you know,
grocery store or whatever it is, it's a bad place. Don't go.
I will say this. I've known plenty of guys, like had friends. I've had guys who have, the word I'm looking for is perseverance. I have seen guys get really far on perseverance because they just did not give up. Now, where that line is drawn between perseverance, shame, and stalking, I don't know. Okay. But I've seen guys that just they get in because they persevere.
I'm gonna bring it full circle with the podcast theme. I'm getting back on theme.
Bring it.
Check it out.
Come on.
Yeah, if y'all had like that, that little sound effect, this would be the time to hit that shit.
He did it for us.
My nigga, Steve Urkel, right? Shot at Laura for fucking 18 seasons, maybe. I don't know how long that shit was on the air, but for however long it was, he won. He had to turn into a whole nother nigga with a time machine, but that's neither here nor there. He wind up winning, shooting his shot outside his lane, right? He gave up Myra, who was smart as hell, looked better than Laura, if we're gonna be honest. He gave her up to fuck with Laura. Like, okay, well, Laura, you finally like me because I'm Stefan. Boom, I'm gonna settle down and be with you. So perseverance, Steve Urkel is the poster child for perseverance. If you got a machine that can cool you up, you can fucking win out here in these streets. Boom.
I think the most important point in your full circle moment is that you watched all 18 seasons.
Correct.
Yeah, I watch them tonight. What are you talking about?
And know exactly what happened.
Yeah, because he turned into Stefan in that
all of
machine.
them.
He turned into Bruce Lee in that machine. He turned into a goddamn Elvis in that machine. I don't know what kind of machine that shit was, but
I'm not gonna ask why you know all this.
hit that like button, subscribe.
Hey man, real quick, funny story about Steve Urkel, right? I'm at the All-Star game when it was in New York. We had the NBA Players dinner. And the table I'm sitting at, Urkel was right there. And it was like these two chicks I went to college with was also sitting at the table. It just happened to be, but they was super fun, right? So throughout the night, everybody talking, whatever. And so at the end of the night, we all leaving. And one of the chicks was like, man, all these NBA players up in here, and the only motherfucker holler at me was Steve Urkel. Now, this was before he was Stefan, so shit, I was like,
damn. Money longest train smoke, though. Money longest train smoke. He owns part of Family Matters.
Yeah, man, I mean, nigga was in the shit with ball players, like 6, 7 niggas.
Man calling him Steve Urkel, like, he didn't even call him Stefan Urkel.
I don't think Stefan, I think the season was still going, and then Stefan hadn't made his appearance yet.
Oh my God.
But
he was still an actor though. That was in the
name Jaleel, whose mom gave him a name. Fuck all
yeah,
that.
like he's still famous.
You're in the room with NBA players though, man. I mean,
that nigga's Urkel. He's
but now that's an example probably of a woman maybe who thought she should have an NBA player, but actually probably should have just stuck with the Urkel trying to talk to her.
Urkel didn't want to do probably. Urkel was busting them down. Let me tell you. Urkel was busting them down. Okay, don't be mistaken.
Actually, he cool. He actually a cool brother, man. He sat there and talked with us and everything. So
I'm pretty sure he is.
Urkel, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jaleel, I call him Jaleel. I won't call him Urkel. I can put some respect on his
Mark,
name.
I think your friends from college might have messed up.
Yeah, she could have been.
They good. They got
Steve Urkel time machine good though. I bet. Y'all need to get that button. I don't know what that shit is, but y'all need to have that.
I'll make a note of it. Have y'all ever like just kind of shot your shot and it was like an immediate like, oh, you've been pursuing this chick for so long, you finally get some time with her and you're like, oh, no.
Oh yeah, I could write a book about that shit.
Yeah. You be planting
I'll give you my top three. Top three, the chick with the peanut butter and jelly jar water glass.
Oh.
Where I asked for something to drink and she came with the peanut butter and jelly jar. And that shit was when I was like, oh no, this ain't the way. I'm like, I'm living better than this. We can't. I am. I got my sweet in there. I can't drink water. I'm a goddamn. That's so childish. And I went out with a chick one time at Sweetwater, right? And you know, Sweetwater's got the bathroom back here, and it's got like a straight shot coming back. And when she was coming back, she scratched, which we all itch. You know what I'm saying? We're mammals, we itch. But that shit was like, nah, this ain't the way.
You scratched in an important place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and violently. It wasn't just a little subtle like, oh damn, that shit. What the fuck was that? Like you know. So, but it was, you know, and so yeah, I'm easily. It don't take much for me. I just like be normal and it could be a representative. Just ride the normal way for about 30 days, 45 days, and I could ride with it after that. You could itch. And day 53. But day 1, don't be itching and shit. I don't like that shit.
Oh my God. She might have just had the wrong laundry detergent.
She might have had a dermatologist problem. Whatever.
You got girls, you know it's complicated down there.
I do. Stay home. Stay home. Get it right.
I'll give you one I had, man. I was planting some seeds. She was the parking lot attendant. So every morning she was fine too, but she was a parking lot attendant. Hello, then eventually started having longer conversations, but
holding up the line.
Right.
Eventually, got the number, and we went out. It was cool, and then we started talking about where we want to travel to. She was like, yeah, I want to go to Hawaii because our money is longer over there. We can buy more things over there. Look, I was like, I think it's a state. Like, it's totally
I think it's a state that's very expensive because everything has to be shipped there.
Right. But she was so convincing, I started questioning myself. I know that's just the 50th state. I'm goddamn sure of it. But after that, I was like, yeah, I'm probably straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, man. Like, this ain't a good fit.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I can't say I've shot my shot often in my life. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, I never had to, but I never had to.
That's just how bosses do, right?
I mean, boss up, Tiffany.
That doesn't mean it was always the right shot coming at me, but
yeah, we get it.
I was not bored.
You get your
but one time I was like, let me try something different. And actually what happened was my friend went out with the dude first, I think. And she didn't like him. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, he and I seem like we have a lot in common. So why don't you just pass him on to me and let me see what I can do with him.
Pimp game. I know that. Hey, cuz. Did you say it like that? Hey, cuz. Shout him over my way, cuz. I see what he can do.
She gave him my number. And he was like, well, actually, it was you I wanted to talk to anyway, but she was so assertive that I just figured, and she was pretty, so, sometimes it works out that way. Well, whatever. That was like the worst relationship. Not ever.
It turned into a whole relationship?
It turned into a relationship. Wow. It was the most boring relationship. It wasn't the worst relationship. I'll say that it was the most boring relationship I have ever had. He was the most boring person that I have ever let into my space. He was ridiculously boring and he had zero confidence. But I forced it because I figured, we grew up the same way and our families had cottages on the same lake and all that stuff. It just was like
baller.
Oh, y'all get strong.
Humble brag.
Baller.
We got cottages on the lake.
Was y'all in Idlewild, Michigan?
No,
you
it's not like that.
Belle Isle. I bet you ain't talking about motherfucking Belle Isle. I bet
but
that
I
ain't.
I said, okay, this will work, and it did not. I mean, like, it brought out a side of me that was not pretty at all because I was so mean. I ended up being so mean to him that I was not a nice person with him. But when you're when that happens, you're like, I don't know what to do. And so I don't know how.
Like, this shit ain't working out. We probably should go.
What about when you talk
he told me, he was like, I have options too. I was like, you go ahead and exercise those options.
Go be great. Go for it.
Right.
Go for it. Okay, but
it worked too. I was like, okay.
In the spirit of shooting your shot, right? I'm watching. I don't know if you guys watch The Chi, right? Anybody watch?
No, somebody else asked me that today.
Okay, well, on The Chi, right? It's a homeless guy, right? That like he's homeless.
Yes, I do. I watched a few episodes. I know who you're talking about.
Collecting bottles and shit, right? And the lady who works, who has a job, gainfully employed lady, at the bottle return place and they in Chicago. Chicago don't even get a dime on the bottle. I digress. But
why do you know that?
Yeah, it says on the can, so they get less than a dime. We get the most out of any state. But that's neither here nor there. The lady at the bottle place is like shooting her shot at the homeless dude. So she's shooting down, right? I'm not gonna say down, no offense to any homeless viewers. Hit that like button, homeless. Pew, pew, pew. Subscribe with your homeless ass. Pew, 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 pew. But no, if you at the library or wherever you are and you got this shit on computer.
Oh my God.
Hit like pew, pew, pew. But no, I'm just saying.
He's about to put you up on game, it sounds like.
So I'm just saying, when you shoot, and the homeless guy is like telling her like, no, I'm straight, I'm not interested, I'm good. So when you shoot your shot down and get rejected, that's gotta be a terrible, and not necessarily the level of a homeless nigga. That's the worst. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to fuck you with possible room and board. I'm straight.
And that's when I refer back
these
to
viaducts have been good to me, bitch. but so when you shoot your shot down and get rejected, it's gotta be no feeling like that in the world. For real, you know? And it's all subjective because who's to say what's down, what's up, you know what I'm saying? Like you are the only barometer of what's up and down in your mind. But you feel like you went down and gave a nigga a chance and they fuck up the chance.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I always refer back to Big Cousin, man. That's something on them. They fucked up. It ain't you.
Big Cousin. Why I said a motherfucker? I they got a long white beard.
Cool Marc needs to teach a what do you call it? A confidence class.
A TED Talk.
Never you. Shout out to my big cousin DC, man, who put me up on that shit.
DC. Hit like DC.
Look, women go down. Women. Let me say that. Women shoot down. Women.
Oh yeah, don't say women go.
Right. Women accept down.
Shout out to the LGBTQIA community.
Oh my God. Women accept down far. I think way more. I don't know, but I feel like women get rejected by down more than men do because men walk away quicker.
Oh, I don't know. Do they?
I think
women don't shoot that much though, right?
Women don't shoot that.
In volume, I don't know.
But I also think.
Yeah, how many times have you shot? Oh, because you get shoot at. Right. You don't do no shooting. You get shot at. Oh, I got it.
At the cottage on the weekend.
At the lake.
Whatever. It was a family effort. It was a generational.
You don't owe us broke niggas no explanation, okay? Your daddy and mama did good for themselves. That's on them, and God bless them. It ain't their fault that our parents wasn't shit, okay?
Oh shit!
Think about it. I forgot about this. I have shot my shot and shot down and went down. And he is. This was my very first boyfriend though, so I don't know if that counts. I was like 17.
You made boyfriends.
Tread lightly.
You said, wait, what'd you say, Mark?
You made boyfriend, girlfriend status. That ain't shot down.
Yeah, but it was one of those situations. So I totally forgot about this. It was actually, I was the one who gave the church girl party boy scenario. He was the church boy, but he was so cute. And I was like, and I stalked him at New York, the store in New York at Fairlane. And he lived far away from me. He lived over in Southwest Detroit, and I lived over in Rosedale Park.
Southwest.
That was rude, and that was possibly racist. I apologize. I do not want to fuck up the bag. I
was driving my little car. His mother was so abusive toward me.
Oh,
abusive? She hated me. Yes, she hated me. She thought I was the devil. I mean, literally. And I was determined because he was so cute and I needed that for my self-esteem at the time.
So if he was cute, what was down? How was it shooting down? He was playing?
He's very nice. He is a nice guy. Our life priorities were not aligned. Even he was like 20, I don't know, even at that time. He was like, we can live off the shit we plant in the backyard type of.
Oh, he was a hippie. That was your French
No, he was cheap.
Poor. He was poor. You could say it. It's okay. We get it. We know.
I'm saying that.
Know your upbringing now. You could say he was a poor, and you were like,
poor.
I'm shooting down. I'm slumming it.
For the record, we were totally middle class. He just accepted his station in life.
What part of Southwest Detroit?
He lived on the corner of West.
Don't get a nigga location. What are you doing? Do that off air. Don't say it on camera.
West Grand Boulevard and
Oh no, that's not my hood. Then that's not my hood.
Yeah, West Grand Boulevard and like near Burner. I don't know.
Oh,
everything in Southwest is near Burner. I don't know how they manage that. Everything is near Burner.
Right. Yeah, no. And I used to.
If you're shooting down in that regard, I think men do that a lot. We do that more than women. Because I'm just fucking with you really, but.
I don't care, you can do it.
If you're shooting down for poor, men, because men don't really care about, like a woman can work at McDonald's or Walmart or whatever, and a man's not gonna hold that against her.
It wasn't poor, Jimmy. It was about ambition.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying your specific situation. I'm just saying as far as that being the shot down. If the shot down is economics, we usually don't. That's not as big of a concern for men as ugly or dumb or because we'll shoot at that and we'll accept that because you'll be like, oh, she's smart, she's funny, whatever, and we'll get with a chick that's not that attractive. We'll do dumb.
Will you?
I mean, some. Not me, but some, yeah. Niggas don't care. I mean,
I feel like we accept unattractive far more than y'all do.
Well, a lot of times people just be like, I like this person. And they look beautiful to me.
That's because I feel like men can lean on personality more than women can. Men can, because women are attracted more to personality. Men are attracted to physical attributes first. Women are like, okay, yeah, I'm shallow, so I'm attracted to physical attributes first, but that's because I'm a shallow person. But then I also need personality. And so there have been moments where I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe, it's not all looks, but that personality and confidence, women will go for that in a minute before men will take an evil, shallow, not shallow like me, I'm nice, shallow, but a terrible bitch. And they will get with her before, just because she looks good and has a big ass and, wears her clothes a half size too small, before they will.
That makes it intriguing. Yeah.
That is true. That is true. Everything you said is true.
See? But we will be like, but a dude who's funny, who's, that's the number one thing. Funny and confident, those dudes win every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it don't hurt to not be poor. That doesn't hurt. Poor kind of makes it hard.
Understand. But women have the capacity to earn now.
Well,
yeah, I'll say from experience though, as I just dated my last poor, that I am no longer dating the poor.
At least you tried. At least you tried.
I tried to date a poor.
You did your community service, my G.
And I said, this is not for me. This is not for me. So
I feel like if you tried, you did
let's make sure everyone understands it's not poorness that's wrong. Because that's relative.
Right.
It's
correct.
Being comfortable in that.
Correct.
Order.
And lacking
Yes.
ambition to change your station in life.
Yes.
Yes.
But even if you don't, because like you got hippies and shit that don't really care about
That's true.
commerce and capitalism and all of those type of things. So they can be attractive in their certain, whatever. So it's just you're not equally yoked, I guess. And I don't, I read that in the Bible one time.
I hate that phrase,
one time.
but I understand it.
Well, I mean, it's true. Shit,
but it is true. It is true.
You are not a poor, and you say, like Mark was saying, you want to go to, an idea for you going out is J. Alexander, Ruth Chris, or, or shit, even Chili's or whatever. I don't know, whatever. People go to places. But if don't
take me to Chili's.
Or poor, it's like we could get a 4 for $4. We could get a 4 for $4 or a hot and ready. And
don't come for my hot and readies.
Right,
don't come for the hot and readies.
Nothing's wrong with a hot and ready. First off, I fucks with the hot and ready.
3 of them. 3 hot and readies. You know how much 3 hot and readies cost?
It should be $15 if my math is correct.
$17 because of tax.
But you also not telling us that you got to eat the treat.
$5.36 for each of them.
Did you get the Misa treat because you got bread like that?
I did get bread. Wait, did I get what?
Did you get the Misa 3 meats treat?
Oh no, we don't eat a lot of meat in our household. So I get.
That's because you really balling. When niggas start cutting out protein out their life, they getting money. Okay, money. When niggas be like, I don't really need meat like that. I fuck with lentils from Whole Foods. I only want the organics. That mean they pockets is okay.
Oh, shit.
We're just old and we are trying to take care of the inside.
When was the last time you ate some noodles?
My son eats ramen all the time. He's 10. I think that shit is terrible, but I make them.
My kids eat noodles. I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
Oh, man, we had noodles for dinner. I never cook. Howard cooks all the time, but we had noodles for dinner the other day. But it wasn't ramen. Just
ramen.
But hot and ready is the shit. So let's not come for hot and ready.
No, I'm just saying that to say like, but it's not a date. It's not something you would consider like that's a relationship meal.
Time out. I have to say this. You're right. And let me tell you why. Because there was a dude that I was dating and I wasn't really feeling him already. I was dating him because I was bored. I didn't have a lot going on and a friend fixed me up with him and I was like, okay, I'm bored, whatever. And this was back in my 20s. And he said he was gonna bring pizza over. And I actually was offended. As much as I love hot and ready, I was offended that he brought a hot and ready over. And let me tell you why I was offended though. Because I like a certain pizza. I like half black olive and pineapple and half cheese. And when he didn't ask me what I wanted, and then I said what I wanted, he was like, instead of getting another $5 pizza, he asked them to put it in a cup.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Who the fuck get pizza toppings on the side? They put that shit on the side.
Only get cheese or pepperoni. I didn't know you could get other toppings on them, boys, man.
My man said, listen, Shorty not gonna fuck my hot and ready up with this weird hippie shit she on. Put that shit in the cup, my G. And how big was the cup? Was it like a
it was like a little condiment cup.
They didn't even give you that many goddamn olives. So you had told them what you wanted.
Also, like that's negating the whole thing of like toppings got to be baked in with the shit. Like it's gotta be a thing. You can't just put it on the top.
Am I not worth my toppings being baked into the pizza?
But he asked you what you wanted, and you told him what you wanted, and he still showed up with the hot and ready with the toppings on the side?
Yes.
He probably already had that hot and ready.
He did already have the hot and ready. I don't care. It was $5.
Yeah, that's
those extra toppings.
He didn't last long, I'm glad.
He did not last long at all. I didn't like him in the first place anyway.
That's a bad dude.
And like I said, I'm sorry. If you know who you are, I'm so sorry. I really just did not like you.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for getting pizza toppings on the side. Nigga, you's a bum and you poor.
All of that.
Don't like
All
ugly
of that. All of that.
Hit the like button,
sorry.
hit follow, subscribe.
Yes. I was just too nice to tell you at the time.
But now
I think I should get a gold star for that.
Life. We go to Whole Foods and get our pizza toppings now. Nigga, we don't need you for nothing, so I can tell you how I feel.
Jimmy, you know what? You know Whole Foods pizza is good. It is so delicious.
Fuck. That's why I mentioned it. It's delicious. I live a good fucking life, let me tell you. I go to Whole Foods and get a slice.
Let's turn that. The crust is perfect.
And before COVID, I used to fuck with the salad by the pound.
Man, look, the salad bar.
I go in that bitch at the whole ass. Like,
and
look,
look,
7-pound salad.
Look, I knew which Whole Foods to go to. I know which one to go, which salad bar was the best one. Because they were all good, but one was better. The one on Eisenhower was the best one.
But now think about post-COVID, how disgusting that shit probably was.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
Ever again. Ever
I'm
again.
not doing that.
I remember when shit like Wendy's had a salad bar, my nigga. Can you
Yeah, I remember that.
Fucking salad bar at Wendy's probably, like, them niggas didn't give a fuck about food. They didn't change that lettuce. They didn't rinse that shit off. They probably used the lettuce from yesterday. Just,
And look, I was the one in Ann Arbor, and you know, speaking of hippies, like, they don't care. They're like, all for one and one for all. I'm gonna touch this and touch that and cough and not cover my mouth, and I'm gonna put all this in my reusable bag that has germs all over it, and then I'm gonna touch every utensil. No.
But you know who don't do that?
Ooh. Black Lives Matter.
We'll let y'all have that shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't mad at you, baby. You wanna put your all your shit in this little dirty ass bag that's been in your trunk for 3 weeks? Do that. Save the environment. God damn it, I'm with you. But don't put none of my shit in that fucking bag. It's done had meat in it, clothes, gym
not
shit.
eat tofu.
Oh, well, yeah. But tofu is shaped like a chicken leg.
So look, if you are a Whole Foods person and you shoot your shot at a Spartan stores person,
you're not equally yoked. Because you're gonna be like, I'm willing to pay the $3.50 for tomatoes, and the other person's gonna be like, tomatoes only cost 42 cents. What the fuck is you doing?
Right.
But you try to explain to them like, but these tomatoes be off the vine, nigga. A Honduran nigga pick these tomatoes, nigga. But
so look, when you all have taken the chance and you shot up, and you, Mark, you said earlier you had some come ups. How does it work out? Like how does it work out?
It's kind of funny because, you know, when I say come up, I'm like, they look extremely pretty. They really attractive. But I've come to find out that most of the chicks I think that are real attractive have some of the lowest self-confidence, you know.
Except his wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, man.
I just want to help you out.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, we talking, this is Cool Marc talking. We ain't talking Mark Baker. You know, Mark Baker got married.
Thank you.
Cool Marc don't even get to come out, so I want to say thank you for letting me have this platform right now. Mark Baker. Hey, Mark Baker hit like on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you know, even though, you know, I shot up, they were real low self-confidence, and so I kind of like, it really wasn't a come up. They were pretty enough to be like, oh man, how'd you get her? But when you start kicking in reality, you know, they were fragile, you know. So
or empty.
Yeah. There has been somewhere I was like, my money not long enough, so we probably just ended. You know what I mean? Like they wanted extra finer things in life, which, you know, at the stage we were at, you really wasn't getting that now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
because you've been married a long time.
Yeah, man, about to be 8 years, I think. Yeah, 7 this year, August.
Get it
7.
right. Get it right.
Yeah, no, I know.
Hey, cutie. How do we always get a baby on the raunchiest episodes?
Sick.
I think this was pretty clean.
Say what's up, niggas.
Okay. Really?
Hit like, subscribe.
And it's a baby in it. You know, YouTube is gonna ask us, are there kids in this video? I'm gonna just pretend like I didn't see anything.
Oh.
But yeah, like I do wonder that, like how do those things work? How does it work when you? But to your point, Mark, I think there are a lot of attractive people, and when we talk about come up, we are not, like you said, we're not just talking about or staying in your lane. It's not just about looks. It's about personality. It's about goals, ambition, like just what you're touchy about, sensitivities, you know. But when you do that and you're like, oh, I hit goal, like how long does that shit last?
Sometimes forever, man. It just depends, man. You know, once you get past the looks and you start really what somebody's about, I mean, because after a while, looks don't even really matter no more. That personality and what they do for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you sick, who come in there bringing you the chicken noodle soup, man? You know what I'm saying? Who looking out for you, man? That shit jump your points up. You might think, oh, she a 6, but damn, she looked out, cooked the nigga. She fucking 8 now. You know what I'm saying?
Not a 10. She ain't look out that much. She ain't a 10.
But if you got a 10 and she's like, okay, be back.
Right.
10 is hard. I'm gonna tell you real tough, man. I'm like, man, a 10 is extremely tough, man. You know. And if you find a 10, you better marry her, like me.
There you go, Mark.
Well, I think
Mark's marriage is gonna last at least 10 more years.
Just off of that.
I had a relationship where it was like I wasn't shooting up necessarily, but it was like I crushed right before we got together, and I mean it lasted for a little time or whatever, but that shit be out the window when you start seeing the real. Like it's when all the little light glow and shit fades off, and you like, nah, that shit I used to think was cute ain't really all that cute every day though.
Yeah.
Look, I guarantee you, every person that has ever tried to kick it to me, if they saw what I look like walking around this house, they would just sprinkle holy water on Howard and say, God bless you. Because I can't even believe, thank you for taking that bullet.
Well, you get the representative first, so you know you get you know to clean up. So you know to clean up, and you like, okay, you know.
But I tried to look pretty for y'all before this, and then I was like, the dress isn't fitting right, so I just put on this t-shirt and sweatpants.
You look fabulous, okay?
Thank you.
It's not what you wear to the cabin with the family, but it'll do for this. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm just glad you asked me after I got my hair cut, man. I've been COVID the whole time. I mean, I had curls coming out.
I was enjoying your social media journey.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I was enjoying the journey. I was glad you brought us along. I was like, look at Mark being transparent.
Oh, you fought the good fight for a long time?
Yeah, man, because I wanted to see what it looked like, and I'm like, damn, I miss my curls, man. Like, shit, my curls was money back in the day, but it just wouldn't grow on the top, but the sides was banging. Like, I would pick up the sides.
That's how my shit is. My shit is, if you have, that is my life. Like, my shit is super straight. So my shit is super straight, like, as black as I am, people ask me what I was mixed with. Mm-hmm. So my shit was super straight.
That's shooting down. If anybody asks you what you're mixed with, that's shooting down.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I don't do the good hair or any of that type of shit. But yeah, so my shit on the sides, I could do a comb over. That's what I'm saying. My shit is straight enough to where I could, in theory, boom, bam, like this with the part, boom, and with the swoop. But I just
let's not say we did
too much and too bad to be out here with a whole sunroof in my shit. I feel like I'm leaving myself open. So I gotta mitigate whatever somebody come at me with. I gotta mitigate it because I'm gonna come first. Like when they go low, I'm already down there, nigga.
So what are we telling people about shooting their shot? What are we telling people? Go for it. Stay in your lane.
I say go for it. I say for women, approach it like a dude and have confidence of a dude and the not giving a fuckingness attitude of a dude. And for the fellas,
Wait, rewind that. What was that? The not what?
Giving a fuckingness attitude. Boom.
Okay.
That's the word. Look that shit up. That's the word.
I'm putting that on the t-shirt.
My nigga, cut me in. Copyright.
I got you. I got you.
And if you a dude, just keep shooting. Shit. Shoot. You miss every shot you don't take. But like my man Mark said, don't be calling them bitches and hoes when they don't like you.
Or when they do.
Or when they
do.
It's whatever y'all do. I don't want to control anybody.
Right. Whatever y'all into,
do
you.
Yeah.
But when they don't like you,
on anybody's fun.
Gotta be nice. Even if it's not who you really are.
Right.
And remember, it's not you, it's them. They got shit going on that you don't know shit about, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Shout out to DC.
And always keep working on yourself to be a better person, man. And you know, people will gravitate to you.
That nigga mature right there. He's
positive.
Mature than a motherfucker.
You are not relatively unstable, Mark. I don't know.
Nah, my shit's super stable, man. I got like a plan of action, man. I got life insurance. My shit good. Ain't no GoFundMe plans that when I pass, man. We gonna be all right.
My family ain't having a fish fried, nigga. I got insurance, okay? So I'm gonna be buried in the plot soon after my death, not weeks later, nigga. Earn the money. You don't gotta worry. That's responsible. He married with insurance. Do the right thing. And he say off the rip, he honest. That's the nigga right there y'all need to be trying to get with. Now Idris Elba.
Not him.
Old dirty ass piece of shit type nigga. But a nigga like Mark is gonna make sure your 401k is together. You got to be invested in the right lanes. He knows what the stock market is doing and opening and closing, nigga. Boom.
And closing.
It's so funny, man. Quick shout out to Tiffany, man, and her sisters, man. We used to run tight back in the day, man. I mean,
so much fun.
VIP on my guest list every party, man.
So much fun.
It was like the hottest sisters that used to come to my parties, man. It was like, I saw their names on the list. I'm like, they good, they mad and shit.
Wait,
it's so
Mark.
funny because I'm like, Andrea is like one of my wife's best friends, man. And I'm like, how do y'all even know each other? Tiffany ran with my crew back in the day. How y'all even got cool like that? I was like tripping, like, damn.
Look, I shot my shot at Andrea.
She did.
I did. I was like, let me just reach out to her. I like her. I like her energy. I like her vibe. Let me just see if she would be willing to do a podcast without meeting me at all.
Wow, that's what's up, man.
But I mean, I think to your point, Mark, you know me. I've never been quite shy. So.
That's funny.
But
like, wow.
Wait, a quick funny story before we go. So, Mark, do you remember there was this one party? I don't think it was your party, Mark. And my sisters. So talk about poor. My sisters and I. It was like Labor Day. And my sisters and I. My one sister was dating somebody, and she didn't come with us. Usually, it was three of us together all the time. So the other sister and I were like, we really want to go, but we really don't have the money to be spending. And I'm a mom. I was a single mom at the time. And so we were like, let's get there before they start charging at the door. And we were the first ones there. They didn't even have the cash box out. This was in Second City. And Mark and a couple of his boys were like right behind us. They came, we were there by ourselves for a minute, but they were early. I
had to do my shit then. I done threw a couple parties. If I'm there that early, that's my shit.
It was early. Mark and his boys got us so fucked up on something green.
Absinthe?
Bar.
Hey, because one of my things was that if you there this early, oh, you gonna drink with me then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you came before, ain't nobody in it, and I want you to stay. Like, I'll be like, oh, I got to keep them. Like, they got to stay. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, her sister was super hot. So I'm like, yo, they got to be here, man. We're not drinking on shit. Let's keep drinking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
We were that night because we were so messed up that we ended up we didn't move from the bar because we couldn't. One, we could not walk. By the time we left, we were there so early, we got a parking spot outside of Second City, like right at the door on the street.
Nice.
So we were so fucked up. My one sister, which I won't say which sister, who's usually the stable one, ended up getting sick and throwing up outside on the street. And Mark was standing there. Mark was standing there talking about, God damn, what you eat? Baked beans?
That was our party with Third Eye. We used to do party with Third Eye.
And she's laying outside. She's laying outside the car. Now, I want to do a PSA: do not drink and drive ever. For whatever reason, we tried not to drink and drive. We called my sister because she was with her then dude she was seeing. She's the youngest of us all. She was at the Renaissance Center with this dude she was seeing. We were like, you got to come get us. But she had her car. So we were like, we'll just follow you. I still got to drive, right? Where were we going? I lived in Southfield, like off Northwestern and 12 Mile. Remember the 248 Lounge, Mark?
Yeah.
All the parties we had in my place. And so I was like, we ended up at Wyandotte.
What?
We ended up in Wyandotte.
I feel like I feel like it's a sundown town. I don't know that to be true, but it just feels like they would come out with pitchforks like, where you going, boy? No offense to anybody in Wyandotte.
God got us home that night. And I'm blind already. You see, I'm taking my glasses off and on. I'm blind already. God got us home that night, but that night is courtesy of Mark Baker and friends. The way we ended up.
Shout out to Fearless Productions, baby. We did it, man.
And your sister's baked bean dinner that evening.
Holidays. We had barbecue. That it was like we had been.
Also, it was baked beans. It was legit baked beans.
It was. It was Labor Day.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that's fucking disgusting.
Shout out to Third Eye too, man. It was some good times, man.
What was disgusting was that green shit they had us drinking for free all night long, and us not saying no. Just say no, kids. Just say no. But also,
it was free for you. It wasn't free for me, though. Shit.
Thanks, Mark. But no, we had the best of times. We appreciate you guys for coming. Hopefully, you will come back and kick it with us.
If you invite me, I have a thing where I do it at the first time. So now you know. So you can't be surprised next time when it's even worse.
Oh, okay. Look, both of you have an open invitation. I'm shooting my shot. You have an open invitation. And I don't miss. So you guys, I'm sure we'll be back.
Oh,
cool, man. Good to meet you, Jimmy, man.
Nice.
Hopefully, man, I did my wife okay. Her brand is too strong. I can't be out
brand
here
is too strong, man.
Fucked up shit, man. Know what I'm saying? So
her brand is too strong. Can't be saying some fucked up shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It ain't even Cool Marc no more. I walk around town now, they be like, oh, that's Jackie's husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I used to have some juice, but nah, hey, shit. Get a trophy husband, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure.
You recorded this, so if you're doing any editing, make me look as good as possible.
No, this is raw. The people get what they get. They get what we see.
I'm thinking back in my head, like, did I say some bullshit?
No, give them a good smile. Give them a nice side smile. There you go. Look at you.
Glamour shot. So this is the one y'all can put on my t-shirt. Let me get my black lady in the background. Put this on my McDowell's hat. On my t-shirt in the event of my early demise. Boom. Picture. Put some wings behind that shit. Boom. Ready. Boom.
I got you.
We have cottages at the lake. We don't do that.
I also have life insurance, but I will also expect my family to have a GoFundMe because that's how niggas do.
Shoot your shot to the right.
Fish fry, as well as some chicken and spaghetti, because niggas love those things as well.
Baked with lots of cheese on it. Ugh. Ugh.
That's how you get the $5 plate versus the $8 plate. Boom. Do you want the cheese? It's an extra $3.
$3 for some like flat ass American cheese.
Food product. It just say food product on the thing. Boom.
Jimmy will be coming back and schooling us on the ways of let's see, the culture. The culture. He will be coming and schooling us on the culture. And we have, hopefully we will last, like, follow, share. If you like what you heard today, if you didn't like it, you don't care, still like it, still share it. Somebody will like it, somebody will relate. So
these are the views of Cool Marc, not to be confused with Mark Baker.
These are
so don't hold that against Mark Baker. Okay, thank you.
Oh, wait, while you do that, Tiffany, while you doing your thing, can I pierce it every once in a while with a pew, pew, pew?
Absolutely.
Got you, Jimmy.
Absolutely. Hey, Cool Marc, where can we find Mark Baker's wife? Make sure she gets her shine.
Oh, you can find her at JacquelineMBaker.com. For all your and leaderbymistake.com. So check her out. See what's about.
The women supporting women challenges out there. So I don't do that shit. Please don't tag me in the challenge because I'm not going to do it. But I'll do my part by having Mark promote his wife.
Yes.
I don't fuck with women like that. That ain't my thing.
Poor women, I'm not doing a challenge. Don't shoot your shots on Instagram with the challenge with me. I will like it and I will move on.
I got so much. My best friend hit me with the challenge, and then tried to shame me into posting like a picture that I wouldn't normally post, and I was like, I found a better one. No. No.
Wait, what is the challenge? I don't even know what it is. What is the challenge?
Yeah, first of all, there is any challenge that is now we're off in a whole other conversation, but any challenge where there is an excuse for a woman to post a selfie with filters and butterflies and stars and shit. It is. But
what's going on right now?
There is a women supporting women? Is that what it is?
I think so. Yeah.
It's something like that. Relatively Unstable supports women. Go, thank you. Go girls. We appreciate you. We love you. We support you. Not doing that shit. So.
This shit corny, B. We don't do that corny shit over here, B.
If I post a selfie, it's because I am compelled to. And I guarantee you will never see a filter.
Well, I would like to promote niggas supporting niggas. We taking selfies in this bitch. Boom, nigga. You got your J's. You looking crispy with your yays on, whatever you doing. Boom. Take a picture of that shit. Boom. Put it on Instagram. Boom. Put it on IG.
What's your Instagram? Follow Jimmy on his Instagram. He's gonna start it off.
Oh no, I'm so trash. I don't even fuck with Instagram because I don't like taking pictures. I'm not a picture nigga, so Instagram is not my forte. I'm on Facebook though, Jimmy Black Friday Foster, because that's my fucking last name. I should.
Oh, that's my family name, Jimmy.
We wasn't on the lake with y'all niggas, so I don't know. I never got my motherfucking invite to go to the lake, so you can keep that family shit after the lake done popped off. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
Wait, here's the question. Last question. Can you swim?
I am black, and I grew up on the east side of Detroit.
Can Cool Marc swim?
Oh yeah, like a fish, man. My mother Jamaican from the islands, man. She made sure I knew how to swim.
I need to point out that the two water signs can swim. The two felines up in here need to get it together.
I don't need to swim. I got boat money.
Oh, yeah, I am.
This has been another episode of Relatively Unstable. Make sure you look for us. We got something fun coming up later this week. Make sure you share us. I've said it 3 times now. Do it.
Do that shit.
Not playing. Quit playing us. I mean, we're cool chicks. We're cool. We're cool. We get cool guests.
I concur.
Thank you, guys. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye.